Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jadu and Jonah of the Banking Bros, and we're talking about something that's going to be good for all of us in the new year. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. It's 2022, and we're here in the new year talking about well, it's the cliche, right? New year, new me. Everybody's getting...
Yeah, but we're going to talk about new year, new you today.
New you, right. Something that's good for all of us. See, a new you is going to be good for me and is going to be good for you because together, a rising tide raises all ships.
I agree. Now, how many times have you written the wrong year so far?
2 times.
2 times?
Yes.
Not so bad. I wrote the wrong year before 22
even started.
Yeah, I was putting some things in the future, you know what I mean? Tagging some things with some dates.
Okay.
And we're like December 20th, and I'm supposed to be writing 22, and I'm writing 21s like crazy. But in the new year, I haven't done that actually yet.
And the other reason that it's easy to get confused in the last couple of years is because in the beginning, it's 1, 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. So y'all know what I'm saying by that, right?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
First couple days of January here, but we're excited, man. We've got some things to talk about. We've got some topics that we're going to walk through and kind of today. So really what we're going to talk about today is we're going to kind of combine a few ideas. One of them being that new year mentality and having resolutions set up and what's going to be beneficial for the new year. How do we kind of go about things?
Right.
We're going to tie that into, of course, with banking and insurance when we talk about the word the word mutual.
Mutual.
So
that's
actually,
right.
We've got our word of the week.
Okay, so we've got mutual, and as it pertains to life insurance, remember what we're doing here is we're utilizing some vehicle that's going to help us with our wealth. And so life insurance from a mutual company in the form of a whole life product is where we land. So let's talk about that word mutual. So Jonah, the reason I thought of this as a topic when you asked is because this past week I got a specific question or two from one of the folks who got on the line with me.
Okay.
Remember, we help everybody out there who wants to know more about a personal custom situation. And they asked, hey, give me the update on why you guys are always talking about mutual companies and what that means, because I know there's other types of companies.
That's a good question.
Yeah. So first off, we're not talking about stock companies. So before I give the definition, tell us what you think a stock company is.
So stock companies are more popularly known because they have stockholders. And when you have stockholders, what happens is if the company does well, if the company makes money, if the company has profits, a lot of times stockholders get a share of those profits. And so you've probably seen this or heard of this before in your own personal life when it comes to stocks and stock options and whatnot. But that's stock companies. Now, mutual companies are kind of the opposite, but I'll let you read it.
Yeah, so here we go. So the actual definition as just Googled by me. So remember, everybody, Google is just an engine that helps us turn up anything we want. But I thought these were pretty good. I found like 3 different definitions. They're very similar, but I'm going to read them. Mutual life insurance companies are owned by the policy holders of participating policies, which share in the ownership benefits of the company. Non-participating policies do not. So that's our first definition of like 3 that I have. So here's what I want to ask you, Jonah, and help the people be edified around the concept that they share in the ownership benefits of the company. What is the point of having a company?
To make money.
To make money. In the world we live in, sometimes we got to clarify that. Depends on if people are on the super left, right, up or down, wherever they are. The point of a company is to make money.
To make money or to help people. I mean, nonprofits and things like that. So to help people.
Right?
Yeah.
It's to make money. Okay, so let me read the next definition. I'll give you the next question or thought.
Okay.
A mutual insurance company is a company that is set up in such a way that the policyholders are also the owners. It is entirely different from a traditional life insurance company, which is either owned privately or by a group of shareholders
or stockholders
who can buy and sell the company's stocks on trading platforms.
Yep.
Okay, so its opposite is basically what they're saying, and there's either or when it comes to life insurance companies.
Exactly right.
So the point is for companies to make money, and now the policy owners participate in the ownership, and owners get to take home what?
get to take home the profits.
The profits.
According to Google. And
Right.
more commonly known, the way that we say it, get to take home the dividends.
We haven't
when it
gotten
comes to
there
our
yet,
policy.
but yes,
I
that is
jumped
correct.
in.
Well, the people need to know. The people need to know, and that's why we're here.
The people at home need to be sounding a little bit like this.
That's true,
applause.
because the people who work with us and what we do is we broker these special contracts for people through companies that are only mutual. And there's reasons for that Jonah just gave out of the bag, and it was, we open that bag and they get dividends. They get the profits. They don't call them stocks because they don't divvy them out like that in shares. They call them profits as dividends because they return them to the people who have the policies that participate.
Absolutely.
Okay, here's another thing that I found. I'm just looking through Google. Anybody can do this, but I got to the question, on that sidebar on the left side.
Sure.
That says questions. Is this good? Is this bad? What the person's net worth is, or did they die, right? Yeah. All that type of stuff, those questions. Here, is demutualization good or bad?
So this would be a company who started out as mutual and now doesn't want to be mutual anymore.
Right. And I thought that was interesting because many, many companies over 200 years in this country have demutualized.
Okay.
They started as mutual. They started as being there for the benefits of the holders.
And changed.
So that was an interesting question.
Interesting.
So I'll just read it.
Let me give my opinion on it, though. Right? If I'm with a company that was mutual, so the owner, a person involved with the company, just a regular policyholder,
not a employee.
Yeah, not an employee,
Not
but
an employee.
I have a product through their company, and because of that, I'm part of the ownership team now, according to Google, right? And so I'm going to get some of the profits, I'm going to get some of the dividends, and then the company comes out and says we're no longer mutual, we're going to move to stock. I'm probably not happy.
Probably not. Now, if you're a stockholder or you want to become a stockholder,
Then
you're
I'm
going to have a
probably
different
fine.
incentive.
Yeah, I'm probably fine. But if I'm not that,
Right.
I'm probably not super happy.
Right. Okay, so is demutualization a bad thing? The answer is demutualization is bad for members, for competition and choice, and for market stability. Demutualization occurs when a cooperative or mutual converts into a proprietary company. The main justification given for demutualization has been a lack of capital or scale that is not available to the business in its mutual form. So in other words, we're not making enough money, so we're going to, obviously, you guys know which side I side with. We're not making enough money, everybody, so we're going to take away the entire option for you to make anything. We're going to head in a new direction. So we're not here to dog on those companies, but the point of mutual, that was the question that was posed to me on the phone. The point of mutual and the definition of the word mutual, as it doesn't apply to life insurance, is for a benefit both ways.
Right.
Two-way street.
Two-way street.
Two-way street. So here's the question. How in the world do I profit and the company profit? Like, how is that possible? A lot of people want to know, because when we're talking about ever increasing benefit to the policy owner, we're normally talking about cash.
Right.
We're talking about cash value, money that you can use throughout your life without even being dead. So if they're going to give me cash, Jonah, a lot of people want to know in the DMs and the comments, how do they make money?
Sure. And again, let me kind of answer it frank. How about that? Because we get this question a bunch, right?
Yeah.
People go, this is awesome. I love that I can put money in, it can earn interest, and then I can have some cash value for me to use. They see that cash value increasing year after year after year, and they ask that. That thought comes into their brain. They're giving me so much money. They're giving anyone who starts one of these policies so much money. How in the world are they making money, right?
Yeah.
So we got to kind of go back to even what we talked about with as far as being mutual, right? Being mutual is, we are going to do well enough. We are going to make enough money that we have profits to give to the profit holders, to the owners, right?
Policy
now, if that's stock company, then it's stock holders. If it's a mutual company, then it's policy holders, right? But we have the profits to do it. So my first, I'm going to ask a question. I have a better answer, but I want to give two kind of. My first question back to you is, if you're a mutual company and you do really well in profits and want to give some profits back to your policyholders, you giving all the profits?
No, because I want to expand the business and other things.
Right. So you're going to keep enough money back to make sure you can grow, expand, pay your bills, things
have
like that.
Contingency plans,
Right.
just in case we don't do good next year.
Everything that you've either set aside a specific dollar amount or set aside a specific percentage, that's going to go to policyholders, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's one of the ways that the company is going to own and operate here. So just in case you were wondering, the company is not giving you every dollar they make or giving the policyholders every dollar they make. They've already set aside a specific percentage or specific dollar amount, or they've got a calculation for how they determine how much money goes back.
I think a lot of people who ask that are the people we love to help because they don't understand business well enough to know that.
Sure.
They're probably not business owners, or they're young in their career of owning a business, because a seasoned business veteran would know we want to maintain, establish, grow, but we're not putting ourselves in jeopardy by taking all the profits for some other reason. We're going to set aside, have a calculation for how much profits we're going to distribute.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's one big thing to understand. So I mean, when they ask that question, right? Well, how is the insurance company making money? They're putting that connotation in their mind, like the insurance company only makes enough to give out to the policyholders.
Absolutely not.
That is incorrect.
Absolutely not.
Insurance company makes plenty. They've got a specific portion that they give to policyholders. Right.
So I've got another thought on that. See, when we put dollars into an insurance company, we're buying a product from them, some sort of policy that requires premiums.
Yep.
Correct? Premiums is what we put in. Dollars to make sure they can cover the benefit. So, Jonah, if I put in $1 at my favorite insurance company for my car insurance, my life insurance, my phone insurance, my home insurance, if I put $1 in there and they're covering the potential loss, that's the point of why I put $1 in. Like, look, I don't want to be in trouble, and I don't want the risk if, we lose our house or drive the car off the cliff. Now, doesn't that by definition mean that they're taking a bigger risk than me? I gave them $1. They should pay out a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so a lot of people also need to be reminded that how are they making money? They've got lots of money from lots of policy holders doing this, and not everybody crashes their car on the same day.
Yeah. And then, of course, with any smart company, they're going to put that money to work.
They have to
sit there.
If you give them $1 and they have to pay out $1,000 if you flush your phone down the toilet tomorrow, they better be doing something with the $1 because that's
to make more money.
Yeah, if you flush your phone down tomorrow, they went out $999. That's not good business.
That's not good business. So they have to do something with the money. And like we teach everyone at home, if it's your first time listening, hear me when I say this: money that doesn't move doesn't make sense.
I love it.
Okay, what I mean is, if you deposit your dollars into anywhere, into a bank, for instance, they don't lock the money in the back, in the safe, in the vault, in the safety deposit box. Money that doesn't move doesn't make any more money.
You have to keep the money moving. And that's why so many people are backward about understanding it. They're coming from a place of like rudimentary understanding because they lock their money up all the time.
Right.
Now, the people you give your money to, the bank, the 401k people at HR,
insurance company,
they don't lock the money up.
Not at all.
They, of course, will have reserves, but remember, this is a calculation. It's not just let me put all of my money in a third-party place and just be able to get to it on the Visa card, and I just leave it there. If I don't need it today, I leave it there. That is not what businesses do.
Right.
At all. They have to keep the money flowing because money without motion don't make sense.
Right. Money in motion makes sense.
All right. I don't understand that. Pew, pew, pew.
We're having some fun over here. Cool. I love to talk about that. Now we've got a comment. We've got a comment of the week that we want to jump into and let you know. So here's our section.
Okay, so it comes from our TikTok account. Okay. We're going to start some new TikToks in the new year.
Have some fun.
We're having so much fun with it, and lots of you are finding us, so we want to help. But this one came from our at the Banking Bros.
Okay,
and this is Yeaterman 419, and his comment on one of our more popular TikToks was, So is this some kind of infinite money glitch or something?
Infinite money glitch.
Now, remember, to reference what he was actually talking about, is we were letting people know in our 3-cup setup format that if you put premiums in, cup 1, red cup, for those of you who've seen our stuff, then they, the insurance company, will put money, and they'll put the compounded effect of your money in the cup 1, they'll put it in cup 2 for you. So you can keep taking more and more of that money, ever more than you put in, and it's income tax free.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what he was referencing here. I'm going to say that's what he was referencing inside that video. But is this some sort of like infinite money glitch? Here's the operative word, Jonah. Glitch. Is this a glitch? Did somebody oversight? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Oversight of something? Did they miss something when they invented this process? Or does the policy or the company not understand what's happening?
Yeah, not a glitch. Not a glitch. Just in case you're interested to know, all of the companies that we do business with know exactly what we're doing, and a lot of them endorse it.
Oh, we have an episode on that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've gone to some of their conferences and their general offices, and they've invited us to, have dinner with them, things like that. And they absolutely know exactly what we're doing and endorse.
They understand there's cash value available.
Yeah.
Remember that the insurance company is going to allow you as a policyholder to have portions that they've guaranteed they'd pay out.
Yeah.
And on top of the guarantees, and what I mean like a death benefit, they know they're going to pay it out. We use whole life, right?
We do.
So how long does whole life last?
Your whole life.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I asked somebody on the phone that the other day. It took them a second. Whole life lasts your whole life, my friend. It'll be around one day longer than you, and then they'll pay out death benefit. It's guaranteed. It's coming to your friends, family, church, or charities, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so because of that, and if they're making profits on top of that, that means that they've guaranteed some, and they know and are contingent on making more money than just the premium dollars work. They got to make lots of money. They're smart about business. They've been doing it for a long time. So it's not a glitch. They understand they can give you all this money to use. It doesn't upset the apple cart.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got to rule out his word glitch, right? Because not a glitch. We're talking about that.
Yeah.
He says infinite money glitch. So I got to rule out the word infinite because it's not it's just your whole life. Whole life, right?
Right.
So his comment really should be, is this some kind of whole life money program? And then to that, I'd say, absolutely it is.
Yes. That's why we're talking about it. Yes, 100%. We thought it was such a good idea that we didn't invent it. We tapped into it. And we want you to do the same thing, ladies and gents. You can participate in this process as well. It's not a glitch. It's something you can definitely do. All right, we have another segment coming up.
Yeah, we sure do. We're going to talk about our fan follow of the week.
Hey, yo!
All right, our fan follow of the week, and we're showing them to everybody who's watching our video podcast, right?
Absolutely are. So we are just going to shout out some folks who have been paying attention with what we're doing on our YouTube channel. Yes. Actually, this follow is coming from YouTube. So big shout out. So again, our YouTube is where you'll see this content, even if you're listening in your car and your Apple device, on Google Home, whatever, Alexa, whatever you've got. This, you'll be able to actually listen, but if you want to watch this content, you totally can on our YouTube channel. We actually video record all of our podcast episodes. So just in case you want to see our beautiful faces while we talk about this information, you totally can. And somebody who's been tapped into that is who we're shouting out today, and that's actually Hip Hop Knox.
Hip Hop Knox on YouTube.
Knox is just followed us recently, subscriber on YouTube. We want to give you a big shout out. We appreciate that. If you're watching now, awesome. Put something in the comments for us, and maybe we'll send a gift your way.
We will, Hip Hop Knox. So hit us up in the DMs somewhere on that YouTube comment thread or email us, and I got a little something for you. Also, so let's wrap things up, Jonah, a little bit this episode, and let's talk about mutual in a general sense. At the beginning of the year, lots of people are not just thinking about money, but they're thinking about becoming a better version of themselves.
Absolutely.
And what I asked and posed at the beginning of this episode was being beneficial to everyone.
That's mutual.
If you get better, that makes me better. So I have a question for you. I ask people this all the time. If I'm your brother, right?
Yeah.
I'm your brother. So I make more money. We're just talking about money for a second, but if I make more money and I'm doing better in business,
I'm probably doing better.
do you also think that you might get better birthday presents?
I think so.
So
Better
if
Christmas
I
presents.
do better for myself, that will be better for you too.
I think so.
And if I do better and I'm around you in other areas of life, if I'm getting fit, are you going to be as comfortable being fat?
Probably not, honestly.
Right.
I mean, if the people around you are doing better, you tend to elevate your game as well to do a little bit better. Right.
It's mutually beneficial.
4 or 5 best friends around you are all decide to go from, 0 to hero.
Right.
You're not going to be left at 0.
Right. Normally, right? Because, if there's 5 idiots in a group, 4 idiots are your best friends. Well, you're the 5th one.
Right.
Right.
Or
so
if there's 4 millionaires in the group, then you're probably on your way to being the 5th one, right?
Because you're getting elevated. So you guys need to get in better rooms, listen to better people, and work on yourself. See, one of the things that is required when it comes to getting one of these participating policies inside a mutual company is actually having decent health.
Yeah, decent health.
You got to get better. And health is a big topic at the beginning of the year.
Absolutely. A lot of people make resolutions to join the gym, to work out every day, to do this, to do that, as far as health goes, right? And we've talked about it, or we've all heard about it at least, that they last through January and who makes it to February. But in real life, I mean, doing better for yourself, educating yourself, learning a little bit each day, trying to do better today than you did yesterday, that is a huge deal. Huge deal. And we want to encourage you guys, not only in just the finance sense. I know we get on this podcast and we talk a lot about money and cash value. We want to, right? And we want you to do better and have more. And these policies are a way that you can actually do that. But we want to encourage you in your other aspects as well, because elevating yourself, learning more, feeling better, exercise, doing all of those
ridding
things.
yourself of things that drag you down.
Exactly.
Right.
Is a huge deal and component when it comes to the way that you interact with other people.
You operate your vibration on a higher level.
The finances that you earn, the way that you can give back, all sorts of things tie into that. And so as the new year comes, we want there to be a new you. Right? It's all about doing better, not only just because there's a new year, but every single day working toward it. So we want to make sure that you guys are empowered, that you guys hear from us. So we've got some resolutions coming up this year that we want to do. And a lot of those relate to you guys and how we want to communicate with you and the things we want to be able to provide for you as far as getting started and resources after you get started. And so we're talking to ourselves just as much as we're talking to you. But
we'll level up so we can help your friends and family do better as well. So if we promise to do better, will you do the same thing? Let's make it mutually beneficial. Talk to you soon.